It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this important workshop, which brings together key stakeholders from the public and private sectors in the fight against money laundering and terrorist financing as serious threats to our country's economic stability.
We are gathered here not merely as regulators and stakeholders, but as partners in a shared mission to protect the integrity of our economy and secure a future for all Ugandans. The Bank of Uganda, on its part, is committed to supporting stakeholders in meeting compliance obligations, but we need a deeper private-public partnership. Sharing information, best practices, and innovations will help us to stay ahead of the financial criminals.
The government of Uganda is very committed to putting in place the requisite legal and institutional framework to protect our financial system from criminal abuse. However, government cannot do this alone. Public-private partnerships are very critical. It is not possible for either of us to face these threats alone. It is our collective interest to fight financial crime and thereby help make the global financial system safe, and also be able to harness the key role of the private sector as ably elaborated by Willy Broad.
We must have a common appreciation across the country of the poison and risk and dangers of grey listing.
Our approach of the National Task Force was founded on the understanding that money laundering and terrorism is a market conduct issue that cannot be addressed by prudential approaches or solely by a single entity.
The reason why we're here today is to create the dialogue between the private and the public sector, and ARMC is championing this. So what channels are we therefore tasked to create to ensure that there is free access of information between the banks?
We are incorporating machine learning and AI into our solution without necessarily increasing the cost of the solution the client has access to.
The question by all of us should be, what more can we do to avoid another grey list? We're also saying that delisting is a milestone, but not an end. From here, we are still in a journey, and we need to journey together to ensure that Uganda does not go back on the grey list.
The local laws that we have are very clear in terms of who you transact with. So we do our famous CDD, which is really knowing our customer. We really have to ensure that to support our clients to continue to access the international markets, we have to comply with our correspondent banking relationships, and we have to make sure that they also maintain their licenses.
The stakeholders. So if I have my core team, they have to know what to do. I can't send them out there without training them. Definitely that will require a very huge investment to put aside the budget.
Generate the transactions, comply to the regulations and the legal frameworks set up, and then you have say like the returns which particular institution requires.
So I think as the insurance industry specifically, I think what we need to try to do is we need to try to use the centralized secretariat that we have, the Uganda Insurers Association, to rally or to champion the implementation of frameworks across in a way that is either more cost effective or in a way that is more efficient, but in a way that carries across or carries along all companies of various sizes.